video here on my channel. Today just going to be a little fun talk through tutorial on a really fun look. I'm just going to be using different colours, just a little pop of colour, bit of fun, you know, all that jazz. And as usual, if you don't follow me on any of my social media, feel free to follow me on either one, follow, subscribe, all that jazz. Yeah, so just stick around if you're willing to look for a fun new look. Well, first of all, just start off with a nice clean face, you know, moisturised, all of that. It just helps the makeup sit a lot better, to be honest. So I'm starting off with priming my eyes. Obviously, do how you normally prime your eyes. I'm just using some Benefit Boing Industrial Strength Concealer to help prime my eyes. I really like it. It lasts all day. It never fails me, so that's what I'm going to use. So I just take that on a normal concealer brush. You can use your finger if you like as well. And I'm literally just go on the eyelid and then blend it out, and then you just powder it as well. And once you've got that all blended out, you have something that looks like this. And so now, as I said, I'm just going to powder it with my normal powder. I'm using the Nye Luxury Powder in the shade Banana. Today we have somebody new behind the camera. Give them a wave. They can't see you when you do that. Speak, woman.
Hello.
We got my girlfriend Keely behind the camera today. She decided to help me out first time. So if the video isn't that good, you know who to blame.
Apologies in advance.
Right, so all primed and ready to go. So I know I used this in my last video, but I just love this palette so much. It's a Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette collaboration. To be fair, the reason why I actually wanted to use this palette is because it's got like really fun colours like around here. So that's what I'm going to use today. So I'm going to start off in my crease area. Just go in with like a natural hair brush. And I'm going to start off with the shade Pukey. I'm going to go off with shade Pukey, which is this shade right here. It's my perfect transition colour shade. Obviously, different skin tones have different transition colours, but this one is really good for me. So I'm just literally going back and forth in my crease, just blending back and forth. And then in little circular motions. To be fair, I feel like you can never blend too much. So just blend until you feel like it's what you want. These Rose Gold Collection brushes by Morphe are really good. To be fair, all their brushes are really good. I just got them because they were rose gold. But they're really good. Good for blending. So where you want to put the product is mainly not too far in the inner corner, mainly just in the upper crease area. So you're going to stop about here and then just bring it back and forth like that, and then just keep blending. There we go. So you should have something that's like this. Pretty plain, pretty basic, but it's just going to help the shades blend a lot better because I'm going in with a lot of strong coloured shades today. So the next shade that I feel I'm going to be going in with, Jax. Jax, obviously named after Jaclyn Hill. So it's that shade there, Jax. I'm going to go in with that. So it's going to be slightly lower in my crease area, but I'm going to blend it in to Pukey, if you get what I mean. I'll show you what I mean. Anyways, and you want to put it exactly the same, but just a little bit lower, so you don't want it too far in here. Because I don't want it to be like a really like closed, more squinty cat eye kind of look. I want it bright, but I still want the inner corner to be quite bright as usual, but it's just going to help the other shades look better. So once you have that colour on there, go back in with the other brush and then just blend it out. You don't have to actually put any more product on there. You can if you want, if you feel like you've gone a bit too far, but I just use it to just neaten it up basically. So the colour's there, but it's just a bit more blended in and not choppy. Okay, so that's just that there, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing on this eye. So I'm really torn between these four colours over here, the blue, purples, and the like turquoise greens and all of that. So I've decided I'm going to use all of them and I'm going to make it work. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to use the blue now. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Yeah, so I'm going to go in with this blue shade, this lovely blue shade, and it's called Twerk. I love that name, of course. So I'm going to go in with Twerk. I'm going to go in with a blending brush, and I'm actually just going to more concentrate that on the inner and inner and outer corner of my eyes. Ignore the faces that I make when I blend. Concentration is real. It's like a real kind of cobalt-y colour. I really like it. The pigment in this palette, by the way, Beauty Bay now sell this, so we can now get in the UK. I actually paid a ton on shipping and taxes, but it was worth it. I love this palette so much. It's just like, it's got everything in here. You've got your transitions, you've got your bold colours, you've got your neutrals, you've got your warm tones. It's just perfect. So it was worth every penny for me. But now you can get it on Beauty Bay. Beauty Bay. I like this blue colour actually. Do you like it?
Sexy. It's a sexy blue. I like it.
Oh god. Okay, so once you've got enough on there, so as I said, you see what I've done? I've just put it more towards the inner and out. I'm kind of doing a halo eye look, requested by the missus. So she wants this kind of look. So I said, fine, I need this kind of look. And so what you can also do to just neaten up the edges a little bit is go back in with a natural hair brush and then just go where you went before and just blend that a little bit more so it's not too choppy. And so now I'm going to go in with this Royalty shade. It's actually called Royalty, that really purpley shade. So what I'm going to do for this, I think, going with my flat shader brush. It's the 242 by MAC. I've had this brush for ages, it just lasts forever. But this brush I've had for ages and it's lasted me, like when I wash it, hardly any of the hairs fall out, as it happens to me all the bloody time with all my other brushes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of that Royalty shade on my brush. So I want it to pop a little bit. I'm just going to spray some Fix Plus on it, some matte Fix Plus. Oh, if it actually hit the brush. And I'm just going to put that in that space and then blend it out and make it all cute. You see how it gives that kind of more metallic-y, foiled kind of look. That's kind of look that I'm going for. And then what I can do is go back in with the other blue and just make it a little bit, you know, zhuzh it up a little bit. I actually kind of like it like this, but what I'm going to do is just make the blue a little bit more, you know, just a little bit more. So I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get a slightly more tapered blending brush. I have that, yep. No, I don't want that one, you don't mind. I'm going to get a small crease brush instead. There we go, and I'm going to go back in with that blue, twerk. And then I'm just going to make that blue a little bit more concentrated on the inner and outside and then blend it. So I'll just brighten that blue up a little bit and now I'm just going to just blend in that purple a little bit as well so that they blend in together. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit more of that Jack's colour and just blend out the edges a little bit more. When you're working with strong colours, blending is really important because unlike the more neutrally colours, you can get away with it looking a little bit less perfect, but with these colours you can't hide, you can't escape. They're there for everyone to see. So I'm just showing you how you can just fix it up a little bit. So just literally blend, go back in the colour that you've used as your transition and just make it a little bit more fluid. Right, so I still think the middle needs to have a little bit more of a pop. That's just me, I love glitter and highlight. So, I might pop a teeny little bit of Pool Party, which is this one here. Just a little bit, I'm gonna use my finger actually and just see if that works. Oh yeah, I like that. I'm just tapping it on the centre there, just to give it a little bit more of a pizzazz. So it reflects like blue, yellow, it's got pearlescence to it, so I feel like it just really does zhuzh up a little bit more. Great! So, the brows are on my face. So let's just go straight into the foundation and we'll just go back to the eyes in a second. So I'm going in, I'm really loving this primer. Do you know what, I've had this primer for ages, but I kind of re-fell in love with it. It's the Lancome Lancome La Base Pro Primer. It says, perfecting makeup primer, smoothing effect, and it's oil free. So I find it really good, especially with the foundations that I'm going in for. It's the foundations that I've been wearing a lot at the moment. They're really quite dry, and because I'm like normal skin tone, sometimes when I've got like a matte primer on, it's like like I've had a facelift. So this primer really works well for me. It's so like smoothing. Most of the time when I put it on clients, I have one for clients as well, they always say it feels like a moisturizer. So I really like this. So I'm just going to put that on. You don't need that much of it either. Like you can do 1 to 2.5 pumps. 2.5, sorry. 1 to 2 pumps, but I've just done 1.5 because I feel like that's what you need really. So you just put it everywhere where you want. I mainly concentrate my primer like here because, to be fair, I wouldn't say this is one of those, I don't know if it makes your foundation last long, because I've never had a problem with my foundation not lasting long, but it does make my foundation look really smooth. So because I like that smooth look, I always make sure I concentrate it like on my cheeks area, because I've got big cheeks. It looks nice when it's really concentrated on there, and obviously, you know, my nose, all that jazz. So that's the primer on. So I'm going in with my 2 kind of favourite combination foundations that I've been wearing at the moment. I showed you guys in my last video. It's the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation Stick. I've had this for a while. It's always been good, been trusty. The colour, especially because I live in England, the weather changes my skin colour all the time. So sometimes in the summer, this is like perfect colour. But sometimes in the winter, when I'm like in between the autumn winter, sometimes it comes off a little bit peach, like a little bit, what's the word, a little bit red on me. So that's why I always balance it out with this, because in the summer this one's in the winter this is perfect for me, but in the summer it's a little bit too light. So I mix the 2 together and hey presto. But the formulation of this one, this is the Ofra Cosmetics Absolute Silk Peptide Foundation. As you can see, it's rubbed off totally the bottle, but that's what it is. It is really good. I find it a little bit drying, but it lasts all day it lasts. I would definitely say that you guys should try this out, because it does make your skin feel like silk, and especially with the Lily Lashes brush. When I pair these 3 together, it's a match made in heaven. So definitely try this out. So I just start off with this foundation first, and I just do a couple of stripes on my face. It is very full coverage, but you can also share it out if you like. A little bit of Fix Plus, and then I just get a little bit of this, and I literally, oh, maybe not that little. Oh, I think I'm running out. There we go, that's enough. Put it at the back of my hand. As you can see, it does move, it does run, but it is really full coverage. It's a lot of coverage, I find, for my skin. And I just kind of dot that around, and I just mix it up all together, basically. I love mixing my foundations because I feel like a little chemist, and I'm mixing everything up in my lab to get like the perfect thing that I want for myself. So yes, I love it. I think that will do. And then I get, as I said, I don't know what this brush is actually called. I know it's by Lily Lashes, and it comes in a set, and this is the biggest one. It's a face brush, so I'll just spray it with a bit of Fix Plus. I've seen some people go on the foundation straight on the brush and then use it on their face. I did try that, but what I find is it's a little bit streaky when you do it that way, and it kind of messes up the bristles a little bit as well, because afterwards the bristles are quite stiff. So I just move it in circular motions. And a lot of the time, whenever I put my foundation on with this brush, I get a lot of compliments about how my skin looks really nice. But I really think it's this brush, you guys, because when I use my normal trusty Morphe one, obviously no one doesn't say anything, but I don't get as much comments. Well, especially people that see me all the time, they usually always comment on how nice the brush, well, how nice the finish is on my face, and I really think it's this brush. I feel like it really does spread the foundation across your face as well. It doesn't pick up as much as like normal like brushes do. I don't know if you can see what I mean, but it really does kind of really smooth your foundation out, or I find it does anyways. Now I'm going in with my concealer. I'm going back in with the Benefit Boing Industrial Strength Concealer. To be fair, I suppose I could, this is kind of what I would wear, this combination with the 2 foundations, this concealer, if I'm going out on a night out, and I'm going out, I'll probably get ready around 8 o'clock, hit the rave for about 10, get home for about 4 or 5. My makeup is actually still on. I have pictures to prove that it's still on. So this is what I would do typically if I was going to go out for a proper raving sesh. This is what I would wear. So no, not for everyday people, sorry. So I'm just taking back my concealer brush. And as I said, you can use your fingers as well, but I'm more comfortable using a brush. I'm just literally, so this is how I put on my concealer. And I literally do it for highlighting purposes as well. Do have a little bit of dark circles, don't get enough sleep. So this is how I do it. And then I think I'm going to blend this out first and then continue on putting the rest of the highlight on my face. And at the moment I've been loving this E7 brush. I bought it ages ago, but I never really used it, to be honest. But then I'm just kind of like, during you're rooting through like your, well, I have like huge boxes and bags and bags and bags and bags and bags of stuff. And then I found this and I was like, oh yeah, I remember when I bought this. So I just started using it again recently and I really, really, really like it. So I'm just going to do the same thing, spray it with a little bit of Fix Plus to get the movement going. And I just tap. To be fair, when I did a couple shows for Fashion Week, London Fashion Week, and this is the kind of brush that I was using on different people. Well, obviously not the same brush, but you know what I mean, this brush, and it really does work. I used to always use sponges, but obviously hygiene and stuff like that. I do always look at different ways of improving and changing and getting better. So I was thinking about, oh, well maybe I can find a brush that I'm happy with the finish with to use on different people. So I thought, oh yeah, what about these brushes? This one. And then I've tried it out. Looks really good. So yeah, if you're not a beauty blender kind of gal, Morphe E7, definitely. And this was from the Elite Collection #1. They have Elite 2, they've got the Gilded, they've got loads now, so I'm pretty sure you can find one for you. Okay, so that's my under eye concealer blended out. So before this turns into a creasy mess, I'm going to set this with some powder. So I'm going back in with my Nye Luxury Powder in shade Banana. If I can find my Zoeva brush, where are you? I'm just going to set that now. It's so important, I feel, anyways, for my skin. I've got to set my under eye concealer. Fantastic. So now I'm going to highlight the rest of my face. So where I usually highlight, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this many a time before, but I'm going to show you again. So I'm doing a little bit of my forehead, so just do like a little kind of flower. And then I do it down my nose bridge. My nose bridge is slightly wider towards the top, and then it goes down a little bit thinner. My Cupid's bow, and then my chin. And that's one, there we go. And that's basically it. And I just go back in with that brush and I blend. And the best thing to do is try to pat and move instead of dragging it, so it does actually go in the area that you want it to go. Where when you drag it, it does get a little bit streaky. There we go. And then we just set it as I did my under eye. There we go. All set. So let's get back to the eyes, I would say. So I want to highlight underneath my brow bone, and I'm going to put inner corner highlights. I'm going to go in with Beam. Oh crap. Over there, Beam. And I'm going to put that on my brow bone and my inner corners. So for my under eye, I don't know if I want to do a black liner. I think I'm actually going to do white. There we go, get my white eyeliner. 1 second. I'm back, I have my white eyeliner. This is the Nars Larger Than Life Long Wear Eyeliner, and this is in, I believe it's shade blank or white. Well, I'm going to call it white because it is. And I'm going to put that in my waterline because it will give it more like wide-eyed kind of look. So you can see already, look how bright my eyes look. It's like white. It's like you have to have your mouth hanging open when you do your eyeliner. Right? Oh. So that's on there now. Right, so I feel like I'm going to do a wing, so of course I'm going to put eyelashes on because that's just me. So I've actually never tried this product before. I've actually got it for free. This is the Sleek Makeup Dip It Eyeliner. Never tried it before. I've never really been a fan of these kind of eyeliners where you dip it in and stuff. I usually use like a normal brush, but hey, let's see how this goes. I'm just going to do a normal winged eyeliner. Ooh, it's really pigmented. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. It's a little bit hard to control, I find, because I'm not used to it. But maybe after a couple of tries, I'll be okay. But yeah, I'm just not probably used to it. But the pigment is there. And to be fair, I only dipped it in once, so this probably would last you a long time. Oh, I feel like a dolly. Okay, yeah, that will do. And I'll just pop on some false lashes and I'll be right back. Voila, got the lashes on. These are, do you know what, I think these are Eylure, part of the Exaggerate range. I just picked up a whole bunch, so I'm not too sure about names, but if I find the box, then I'll put that down in the description box for you if you really, really like these. To be fair, you don't have to actually wear eyelashes for this look. You could wear much more demure eyelashes for this look, but I just think go big or go home, which is why I've got these big, and they slightly wing out to the side as well, which I really, really like. So let's just pay attention to the bottom lash line now, because I can't leave this blank, even though this does look kind of like a creepy doll, but I can't leave this blank. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to run a little bit of that twerk shade underneath my eyes, and then I'm going to go in with Jada as well to just blend it out with. So let me get this flat definer brush. I'm just going right underneath, and I'm not going all the way in, I'm just literally stopping it right there. I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. So that's twerk underneath that white eyeliner, and then I'm going to just get like a small little pencil brush and put that Jada shade that I showed you guys like a second ago, and just kind of like smoke it out-ish, or blend it out, I'd say. It's not really a smoke, it's more a blend. There we go. You see it's giving that kind of different kind of bluey underneath. That's exactly what I wanted. So that's the eyes done. Oh, I lied actually. Mascara your bottom eyelashes. You don't have to, but I have to because mine just look really weird. I feel like they're just weird not having it there, so I'm just going to mascara my lower lashes. Any mascara will do. This is just Urban Decay Perversion mascara. There we go. I know it's such a little thing, but I feel like they're not making it now. Hold on. Right. So let's pay attention to the face. So I'm going to warm up the face a little bit with my trusty little Z palette full of shades. What should I go in with today? I'm going to go in with the usual, which is Deal Breaker, which is this shade here. Deal Breaker is kind of a warm, deep contour shade by Makeup Geek. When I want more of a warming effect, I usually use this. If I want a cooler effect, I will use the Kohl Deep one, which is Scandal. Don't know, you probably can't see the difference, but side by side, you can tell that one's slightly warmer than the other. So I'm actually going to go in with Deal Breaker, and it's not really it's hard to say, because contour I find is when it's quite structured. On me, I don't really like that look on me. When I do it on other people, it looks fantastic. Like I said in Fashion Week, I did it on everyone, and it looked really, really good, and your cheekbones just kind of look kind of cute and snatched and that. But you know, on me, it's more of a soft kind of contour. And I just start literally, I go where my huge sideburn is at the top of it, right here. And then I just do it in circular motions, but go up instead of down. So you want it to lift up and not drag down. That's enough for me. I'll do exactly the same on the other side. So that's my cheeks warmed up. I always hit the temples a little bit as well. Even though I don't really have that much of a big forehead. To be fair, I wish my forehead was a little bit bigger, because then I could get away with wearing like, do them wigs with like the huge fringes, or you can probably contour and change your face. I don't have that. I kind of have a medium to small forehead, so.
I like your forehead.
I know you do. So I'm going to contour my nose just because I am. So I'm going in with another Makeup Geek shade, and it's called Half Hearted, and this is a warm medium contour shade. I feel, because I've gone in with a warm colour to contour my face, I feel like I need to go for a warm colour to contour my nose, because if I just go in with a cool colour now, it's going to look odd and it's going to look obvious I've contoured my nose. So I'm using a domed kind of eyeshadow brush. It's usually to just like pack on the shade. Like if you're doing like a one shade kind of look, this is the one, easy, just buff buff buff. But I find it really good to contour my nose with. So I'm just going to use that. I'm just going to start from here and then just go down like that and do exactly the same. So once I've got that there, I just blend it out and blend it down. Don't try blend it, don't blend it up, blend it like. And then when it comes to the tip of my nose, I kind of just drag the product towards like the tip of it, so it just shortens the end of my nose like that. Ta-da! I might do a little bit, same shade, it's underneath my lip a little bit. Get a little bit more pouty. I'm gonna go in with my trusty Burt's Bees Coconut and Pear lip balm because my lips are cracking. A little bit dry. Just gonna put that on. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with blush. I don't know if they still actually do this blush anymore, but I've had this for ages and I keep using it sparingly because I don't want it to run out and I can't repurchase it. This is the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Blush in Flame, and I think it's number 4. And it's got a slight bit of, I've spoken about this before, but it's got a slight bit of like shimmer glitter in it. Very slight. But I feel like it really blends well when I put highlights. That's why I like using this one. And I just like the shade of it. I like the shade of it altogether. I've never really found anything that's as perfect as this, which is why I try not to use it all. So I'm just getting my Morphe. This is my favourite blush brush of all time, by the way. This is the Morphe G4. Smile. And I just lightly just sweep that up like that. That's enough blush for me. It's just like the perfect kind of flush for my skin tone, I feel. Because I'm not really a heavy blush person. Like, to be fair, this is a lot, but I feel like I have to do a little bit more to go with the cheeks, which is why that's fine. I'll leave that alone. Highlighter. So I am going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in Sun Dipped, and I'm going to be using Tourmaline, which is this highlight that's got a slight pearl, like a purpley, peachy, rosy undertone. I'm gonna go in with that because I really love that highlighter, to be honest with you. So going with my trusty old fan brush. Smile. I just start from the top. I really like the gleam that it gives. It's got like, it's hard to, I would say it's not too cool tone, but it's not warm tone either. I don't know how to describe it, to be honest, but I really like the gleam that it gives. I'm just gonna hit a little bit up there. I'm gonna do exactly the same on the other side. I'm just gonna put a little bit down my nose as well. There we go. And now for lips. What am I gonna do? Because as you know, I always wear matte liquid lipsticks and I always have bright dark colours, but because I feel like I've got a lot going on up here, I feel like I'm gonna go more neutral with the lips. I don't think I've actually shown this on my channel. I've had this for a while. This is the Tom Ford Warm Sable lipstick. It's a really nice colour. It's really moisturising. So I think I'm going to go in with this first, see how this looks. That is a nice colour, but I think I want it to be a little bit more like pinky, kind of, a bit more fleshy coloured. I think if I was doing more of like the golden bronzy colours, this would be perfect. You could leave it like this, but I'm going to go on top of it with, where's my lip gloss? I'm going in with the Marc Jacobs lip gloss in Sugar Sugar. It's a high shine, it's like a lip lacquer, high shine lip lacquer. It has very little colour to it, but it just smells like After 8. That's what this smells like. It smells really nice. It's kind of minty as well, so it gives you that little bit of a pout. It's a lacquer, so it's really glossy, and I feel like this colour is just so versatile. You can wear it on its own, and you can just pop it on top of lipsticks and clean it off. I don't want to go back in and change the colour of it. I have a thing about that. There, so you see what I mean? It's giving it that really like wet lip kind of look, but it's just, I don't know, I just prefer the tone of it. That's just me. Them two together I really like. So that is it, people. This is the final look. I hope you really enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making this video for you guys. We'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!